Hello, I'm Jennifer Castoldi from Trendease International, and today we are going to dive into a sneak peek of what you can find at Techtextil and Texprocess in Frankfurt. We're joined today with Marta Geralt. She is in Barcelona, Spain, and she's going to tell us a little bit about regenerative design. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much, Jennifer.
So can you tell us, you are design director at FranklinTill, the company that has put together a feature area at the upcoming show. Before we start talking about the area, can you please explain what is regenerative design?
Yes, of course. Thanks so much for having me today. So I'll start explaining what regenerative design is by explaining the shift that's happening within the sustainability agenda. So we've been exploring this area for a really long time now, and what we've noticed is there's been a shift in the way that we think of the term sustainability, which essentially means sustaining the status quo. And last year we actually explored the shift from sustainability to circularity, which essentially means operating within closed loop systems and leaving no trace. But what we've seen in terms of this year, and actually it's a growing concern and a growing sort of shift in the way that the creative industry and the design industry is thinking, is actually looking at how we can move even beyond circularity towards this idea of regeneration, which essentially explores how we can heal, restore, and put back better within the systems that we operate. So it looks at this terminology quite holistically. So it's not only about the restoration of ecosystems, but also it's looking at reuniting divided communities and really trying to see the health of the planet and health of people as something that is interconnected. So I guess in shorter terms, regeneration really looks about regenerating and putting back better than we are currently doing now.
Thank you for that explanation. I know we've gone from kind of the market talking all about sustainability and then circularity, and now we do hear a lot of regenerative design conversation starting, and sometimes I don't think people are truly grasping the concept. So you've laid it out very clearly, and thank you for that.
Thank you.
So onwards and upwards, what is this project, this regenerative design project that will be presented at Techtextil and Texprocess?
It will be fully focused on the theme of regeneration. And I think for us, as we just mentioned before, it is a term that is quite nascent. It's a term that not a lot of people within the industry understand yet. So we're aiming with this space to give very tangible, very practical case studies and solutions of projects that already exist out there that are, I guess, starting to create the change that we think fits within this idea of regeneration. So we're focusing on telling the stories of the people behind these projects. We're bringing forward as well the actual material. So there's going to be a real tangible element to it, and really focusing on not just how the materials are made, but who is making them, where those materials come from, and more importantly, what is the impact that they have when they come to the end of their life. So yeah, it's going to be a deep dive into this idea of regeneration through real case study examples that people can observe. You can even touch them. So yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be really well received at Techtextil.
Fantastic. I have had the opportunity to see the exhibition before it's made to Techtextil Texprocess. Can you talk about some of the different themes you have within the setup?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think one of the roles that we had within this project and as curators was to distill the theme of regeneration into quite accessible thematics that we could talk through and that we could sort of construct the exhibition around. So when you go to the exhibition, there are 9 principles. So we've broken down this idea of regeneration into 9. I can talk through them quite top line, but we have enriching communities, we have replenishing the land, preserving heritage, restoring biodiversity, one that looks at biological fabrication, another one that looks at natural abundance, reclaiming material, radical transparency, and cultivating localism. So you can see that we encompass different aspects that we think are quite fundamental in this transition towards a more regenerative future. And then they're all illustrated by 3 case study examples. So within each of these 9 pillars, we have 3 projects. That's a total of 27 projects that you can explore. We have worked really closely with the set designers and the build designers to create a fully circular and reusable exhibition design. So you'll see that we've worked with reused material from the actual Techtextil fair. We've worked with hempcrete blocks that are regenerative. Well, essentially they're compostable at the end of their life. So really looking at materials that are durable, they can be used once more, but also where they come from is either a biological source that can be composted afterwards, or it comes from a waste stream that was already within the fair. So I think with every exhibition, we really try to push as well how we design the exhibition and the materials we use within it. And then also to mention that we've tried to take a very global approach to the exhibitors. So we've worked with an incredible array of international communities, designers. So yeah, we're very excited to be able to present this because we feel that this is a really amazing space to tell these stories, and we hope they really inspire people to think differently and also to implement that change that we're hoping happens within the industry.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for dialing in with us this morning, Marta, and we are always inspired to see what FranklinTill is presenting to the industry. There you have it, a sneak peek of regenerative design that could be found at Techtextil and Texprocess April 23rd to 26th at the Messe Frankfurt in Germany. We hope to see you there.